Hi, I'm Emmy Lou, and I'm going to be cooking a more traditional dish that's closer to my heart today called lemongrass chicken. So firstly we just grab a bowl and about a tablespoon of fish sauce, just a couple of drops of sesame oil. It is really strong. Traditionally we would use a couple of teaspoons of brown sugar or sugar, but I am going to just try it with some agave nectar. It's just to give a bit of sweetness and to cut through that fish sauce. So that is about a teaspoon. Some pepper, a little bit of salt, not too much. Just give that a stir. This is quite strong and quite fragrant, but don't stress, there's so much more to go into this later on, so it's okay to be like that. Here I have some chicken thigh cutlets. I've got 6. I've washed and taken the skin off and given them a good wash, and I'm just going to trim the fat off them. So I've cut all the chicken up. Well, I've cut the fat off the chicken. Toss it through that fish sauce and agave mix. You know, I am into using my hands when I'm mixing and tossing, but with fish sauce, it's a definite no-no. The stuff stinks and you don't need it on your hands, that's for sure. Now you could just leave it in this bowl and put some Glad wrap on it and put it in the fridge. I don't really have a huge amount of room in my fridge. I'm going to chuck it in a bag. Okay. So the chicken's all in the bag. If you decided that you weren't going to cook it tomorrow or something came up, you could always put it in the freezer just like this and then take it out and defrost it later and do the rest of the ingredients. But for now, that's going in the fridge. So I've marinated my chicken. Ordinarily, if I wasn't pregnant and I didn't have a 1-year-old running around, then I would probably chop all this up on the day of cooking. But I'm going to try and save myself some time and get it all done now while I've got everything out, and just then it's ready to go for tomorrow. The main thing with lemongrass is you do want to get it as fine as possible. So your cutting is quite important. Okay, that looks nice and fine. I'm going to pick up 2 chilies and just chop these up finely too. So this goes all into a bowl. So from the bowl, I'm just going to transfer it into an old veggie bag. Again, it just saves space and it also stops it from getting any air into it. Put it to the corner. So tomorrow when I go to cook my chicken, I've already got my lemongrass and chili cut up. I'm just going to have to crush some fresh garlic, open up a can of coconut water, and put it all on the hot stove, which I'll show you tomorrow when I go to do it. Simple. Okay, so it's Friday night. It's been a long day and I'm really grateful that I've marinated my chicken yesterday. So firstly I'm going to put on some brown rice, and I have a couple of cups here in the rice cooker. As a rule of thumb, I always soak my brown rice about 20-30 minutes before cooking. So I like to put enough water in that it comes up to my index, the first knuckle on my index finger. So I just measure it. So then we pop it into the rice cooker and switch that on, and now we can move on to the chicken. So we've got the chicken in the bag. I've taken this out about half an hour before I want to cook it because I do like it at room temperature. And we're going to head on over to the stove and I'm going to show you what to do next. So my pan has been heating up. I've oiled it slightly with a little bit of coconut spray. I'm going to put a little swirl of coconut oil and a couple of drops of sesame oil. And this is the lemongrass that I cut up yesterday. So just hold it towards the end there. Make sure it doesn't go everywhere. Just give that a toss around. Okay, so that's become a bit fragrant. I'm going to add in a whole garlic clove. Now we're going to add in the chicken. And we're going to let it sear on that side and get a bit of colour before we turn it over. If I was doing it for a dinner party or something, I might even char grill it to get the beautiful grill marks on it. But as I said, it's Friday night, it's been a long day, and my fiance and I are just starving. So our chicken's been cooking a little while on one side. It should have enough colour on. Yep. So we're going to turn that over. A couple of splashes of fish sauce. Grab a can of coconut water. You find this in the Asian aisle. at the supermarket and pour it over. Keep that temperature up on high. This was the leftover stalk from yesterday from our lemongrass. It's the part that we don't cut. So all I'm going to do is just bend that over, break it a little, wrap it around and just chuck it in the middle there. Now that's starting to simmer nicely. I don't have a lid for my Scam pan, so I'm just going to grab some alfoil. Just grab it and gently push it down. Turn that down to a medium heat, and that's going to take about 20-25 minutes maybe. If you find that your stove is too hot, or you don't have much control over your flame, just chuck it in the oven on 180 for 20 minutes and it'll do the same thing. So our rice is cooking, our chicken is simmering, and I'm just going to get the veggies ready. So I've got a zucchini and I'm going to slice it on the angle. And then I'm just going to pick up a few pieces and I'm going to slice them down the middle. So they just end up like wedges. I'm going to add that to my bowl, and I've just cut some broccoli. So it's half a bowl of broccoli and a whole zucchini. And now that's ready to go when the chicken's almost done. So we've got 10 minutes left before the rice and the chicken's cooked. So I'm going to give this a stir and go season my chicken. Have a quick look at this chicken. It smells divine. I'm going to give it a turn. I'm going to turn the heat up while I've got the lid off. And I'm going to move everything to the side. And I'm going to pop my veggies in. I get that broccoli into the juice first. Just grab a spoon. Spoon a little bit of juice over your veggies. Pop your alcohol back on. Turn that on low. And we've got 5 minutes to go. So 5 minutes have gone by and it's time to get everything plated up. So there we have it, guys. Lemongrass chicken with brown rice, zucchini and broccoli. Enjoy.